Sam Presti's NBA journey began in the year 2000 when he joined the San Antonio Spurs as an intern. At just 23 years old, Presti had recently graduated from Emerson College in Boston, Massachusetts. The Spurs, led by general manager R.C. Buford and head coach Greg Popovich, were already building a culture of excellence and innovation, having won the NBA title in 1999. Presti quickly climbed the ranks, becoming the Spurs' assistant general manager by 2005. In that time, he became known for his obsession with scouting and his eye for undervalued talent. He played a role in drafting Manu Ginobili in '99 and Tony Parker in 2001, two international stars and future Hall of Famers who would become integral parts of San Antonio's championship core. But perhaps his greatest contribution came in shaping the Spurs' analytical and culture-first approach, which would later become the foundation of his own front office philosophy. In 2007, the struggling Seattle Supersonics made a bold move. They hired the then 29-year-old Presti to become the youngest general manager in NBA history. His first task, overhaul a franchise in decline. His first draft pick, Kevin Durant. At the number 2 spot in the 2007 NBA draft, the Supersonics selected the lanky forward out of Texas. It was an obvious choice in hindsight, but a risky one at the time. Durant was seen as talented, but physically unproven. Presti also traded star Ray Allen to Boston for a package that included the 5th overall pick, Jeff Green. This marked a full commitment to a rebuild. He wanted a fresh start and was about to get one. In 2008, the Supersonics relocated to Oklahoma City and became the Thunder. Presti now had a clean slate, and with it, he executed one of the most remarkable draft runs in NBA history. In 2008, with the 4th overall pick, Presti selected Russell Westbrook, a high-energy guard out of UCLA who many analysts had pegged as a late lottery pick. The selection was widely criticized until Westbrook became an MVP and one of the most explosive players in NBA history. In 2009, Presti hit again, drafting James Harden 3rd overall out of Arizona State. A crafty lefty with scoring instincts and elite basketball IQ, Harden would evolve into one of the most prolific scorers the league had ever seen. Along the way, Presti also found hidden gems like Serge Ibaka with the 24th pick in 2008, and later signed role players like Thabo Sefolosha, Nick Collison, and Kendrick Perkins, who added defense, toughness, and veteran leadership. By 2012, just 5 years after drafting Durant, the Thunder reached the NBA Finals. Durant, Westbrook, and Harden, all drafted by Presti, were just 23, 23, and 22 years old. They lost to the LeBron James, Dwayne Wade Heat in that Finals, but it was a potential dynasty in the making for the Thunder. However, great teams come with hard decisions. In 2012, with salary cap constraints looming, Presti made a controversial move. He traded James Harden to the Houston Rockets. The return included Kevin Martin, Jeremy Lamb, and a few draft picks. It was a rare misstep for Presti and one that haunted Thunder fans for years. Still, the Thunder remained competitive. They added pieces like Steven Adams, drafted 12th overall in 2013, and reached the Western Conference Finals again in 2016. That year, they pushed the 73-win Golden State Warriors to 7 games. And then came another seismic moment. On July 4th, 2016, Kevin Durant shocked the NBA world by signing with the Golden State Warriors. The Thunder were gutted, but Presti didn't panic. He retooled the roster around Russell Westbrook, who would go on to average a triple-double and win the 2017 MVP. Presti traded for Paul George in 2017 and Carmelo Anthony in 2018, forming a short-lived OK3 super team. But after 2 underwhelming playoff exits, Presti made his most daring move yet. In 2019, Paul George requested a trade to join Kawhi Leonard on the Clippers. Presti obliged, but he didn't sell low. Instead, he pulled off what many consider the greatest trade haul in NBA history. The Thunder received Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Danilo Gallinari, 5 first-round picks, and 2 pick swaps. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, then just 21, was already showing signs of stardom. Under Presti's watch, he blossomed into a two-way force, and in 2024-2025 became the NBA MVP. Meanwhile, while the NBA focused on super teams, Presti zagged, stockpiling draft picks and betting on development. By 2023, the Thunder had amassed 15-plus future first-round picks, a young core of high upside talent, and flexibility to strike when the time was right. Presti's draft hits in this era include Josh Giddey, the 6th overall pick in 2021, a tall, creative point forward from Australia. Chet Holmgren, the 2nd overall pick in 2022, a unicorn big man with shot blocking and floor spacing ability. And Jalen Williams, the 12th overall pick, also in 2022, a surprise standout and two-way star in the making. Each selection reflected Presti's hallmark traits: risk-taking, long-term thinking, and a belief in internal development. By the 2024-2025 season, Presti's vision had fully materialized. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was crowned NBA MVP, averaging 31.6 assists and elite defense. Chet Holmgren had blossomed into a Defensive Player of the Year finalist, and Jalen Williams became a 20-point-per-game scorer and clutch performer. The team added depth with savvy veterans. Presti traded Giddey to the Chicago Bulls for 3-and-D ace Alex Caruso. He acquired Isaiah Hartenstein from the Knicks, as well as other complementary role players via trades and cap maneuvering. The Thunder finished the 24-25 regular season with the best record in the Western Conference, entering the playoffs as title favorites. All this without ever tanking, without overpaying in trades, and with a core that's still under 26 years old. In a league where general managers often chase instant gratification, Sam Presti plays the long game. He's built 2 distinct eras of championship caliber basketball, and in the process, drafted 4 MVPs, Durant, Westbrook, Harden, and now Gilgeous-Alexander, executed one of the greatest rebuilds in NBA history, and accumulated a war chest of assets for future flexibility. Presti is more than a GM. He's a visionary, a builder, a steward of culture. And as the Thunder rise once again, one thing is clear: Sam Presti isn't just building a team, he's building a dynasty. Let us know in the comments if you think Sam Presti is the greatest GM of his generation. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and thank you for checking out the Swish Files.